This is a Skate Love 33 track. This is a Skate Love 33 track.
All right, it's your boy Skate Love 33, and this is my first trip to Chicago, and I thought I'd just make the most of it. So we're gonna actually shoot like some documentary footage since we're here. And I got the great Phyllis just giving me like the narrating and like the world tour of Chicago. She didn't have to do it, but she did it. But today we just want to talk about JB and brush on to like the history from old school, middle school, new school. And I guess we can just start off with how do you want to start this journey off with this documentary?
Well, first thing I want to say is welcome. You know, this is Skate Love's first time to Chicago, so I'm trying to kind of give him a little tour, you know, give him tourist treatment and get him exposed to, you know, not only the skate scene, but also the cuisine scene, you know. So right now he's at Giordano's about to bite into some deep dish pizza. JB guide, you know, to whatever extent I can be for him. You know, it's my pleasure. I don't mind it at all. Basically, he will have an opportunity to see the different sessions and the different JB genres that are actually here in Chicago. And I'm hoping that will give him a better perspective of, you know, the differences between them. You know, between new school versus the authentic skaters, and he'll have a better appreciation for both. So that's what I'm here for, to take him through that journey. The thing that I love about Chicago and skating here as a JB skater is that we have a lot of choices in terms of how we skate, where we skate, and when we skate. So even if you are, say, an authentic JB skater, but you want a little bit more energy or you want something different, you know, then you can just choose a night where, you know, that session is going on and you just go to that session. So, and you can expose yourself also, you know, to different creative mindsets, basically. You know, we all have our skill sets and we all have our creativity levels. When we are able to kind of interact like that, you know, younger skaters can come to the authentic JB sessions, authentic skaters can go to, you know, a fresher session, you know, fresh blood, fresh ideas, you know, it can be an interchange. So that's one of the things that I'm hoping to showcase, you know, for Terry, and to help him showcase, you know, the fact that it's something that can actually bring a new bond, you know, to the JB skate world. You know, instead of it being a separate thing where, you know, you skate new school and I skate old school, you know, it could actually be an interchange, you know, and kind of a mind melding when it comes to the skill set. So we'll see what happens.
So what would you say to like new beginner skaters or the skater that just, you know, got into JB, and like what are some things that they should focus on, or I don't know, just what is like some general feedback that you can give to them?
Well, first of all, I'm sure most JB skaters are flattered, you know, by the fact that our skate style is being recognized now. You know, and it's something that a lot of people find, you know, creative and interesting. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When it comes to understanding JB is a lot like stepping, you know, or salsa dancing or something like that. It's not just a skate style, it's a culture. And a lot of the older generation of JB skaters, we're like family. You know, we know each other, we break bread together, you know, we do things together. It's not just about, you know, getting to the skating rink and showcasing our skill sets. You know, we actually kind of like a close-knit family. And sometimes, because of that, sometimes when we see individuals who want to learn the style, kind of just only focus on the style and not really focus on the culture, you know, it it's kind of disturbing sometimes because it kind of changes the atmosphere. It changes the motive. It changes it just changes, because it's not just about the way we skate. It's about how we are, our character, how we are as people, how we get along, how we try to, kind of come together and do other things. I mean, to be honest with you, it used to be a time where we had picnics. We had annual picnics that were sponsored by one of the JB DJs, Spank, in fact. He used to sponsor annual picnics out of Glenwood, and it was really cool. So that type of thing, kind of fades away, with some of the older JB skaters, and so now the new generation is coming along, and they're more interested in the flair, and the attention, of the skill set, and that's, the authentic JB skaters, we're more concerned with, being smooth, and just kind of being relaxed, what I'm saying? We have our own individual ways of expression when it comes to our skating. So, in answer to your question, what I would say to those who are trying to learn, don't just embrace the style, embrace the culture. Find out why we do what we do, how we do what we do. Don't be so quick to just learn a step, learn a move, learn a combo, learn a routine. Understand what motivates us to do what we do, and why whoever you're looking at as a JB skater, there's only one common denominator, and that's smooth. Everything else is different. We have a structure, we have a foundation, we have foundational movements within the JB skate style, but we all have different expressions because we're all different people. So the way we express ourselves on wheels is going to be different. Not every song is going to hit the same person the same way. Different music hits different people. We call it zoning out. If a song that we like, touches us a certain way and we take off on that skate floor, I'll talk to you after the song is over. It's kind of one of them things. Don't mess with me.
No, that's right.
But because that's different for everybody, not everybody's going to snap off on the same song. And when we snap off, it's an individual thing. We're not doing it to impress anyone.
Right.
We're doing it because that's what we're feeling. It's a self-expression. We consider, at least I consider my skates like an extension of the band.
Right.
Whatever song is playing.
Right.
My skates and my wheels are moving basically according to whatever it is that song is doing.
Right.
So it's not anything that's really calculated. That's why we call it freestyle, because that's what it is.
So you saying JB is like really a freestyle?
JB is freestyle. JB is not a series of combos and routines. That's, to be honest with you.
So what about the basic steps? They were like, oh, well, you gotta, if you don't know the basic steps, then you don't know JB. Like, so what?
This is a skate love 33 train.
I don't know if you can call JB skating a basic step. It's more of a...
Well, I mean, like an order, like standing man, like all these different...
There are fundamentals.
Okay.
JB skating. There are no steps, like, unless you can do the bucket walk, you can't skate JB skate.
Okay.
If you don't know the Godfather, you don't know nothing about JB skating.
Right.
You can learn how to create foundational movements within the JB structure and never learn that stuff. You don't have to learn that stuff if you don't want to, because, like I said, now this is just my personal opinion. JB skating is personal. There are some foundational movements. There's a structure to it.
Right.
It's like there's a structure to solving, to stepping, to hockey, to whatever it is that you want to do. There are rules. There are rules to the game. So, but that's once you learn those rules, once you learn that foundation, you learn that structure, the rest has to come from your own individual expression.
Right.
Yeah. So when it comes to you saying, well, what about the basic moves?
Yeah.
I wouldn't consider it basic moves. I would consider it foundational movements. You have to understand the foundation and build on it. There are certain things that you should know when it comes to proper form,
Okay.
balance, weight shift. You have to learn how to, move in transition smoothly.
Right.
These are all foundational principles.
Okay.
But when it comes to trying to, pin down a particular step or move or combo, to me, that's not authentic. That's not organic.
This is a Skate Love 33 track.
You are now the manager of
Yes,
Glenwood Railroad.
absolutely.
Glenwood, Illinois.
Absolutely.
Congratulations. How long associated with
I've been associated, well, I'm originally from 87th Street, but I've been associated with Glenwood ever since I've been with 87th Street. So probably a little bit over 20 years now.
How long you been skating?
I've been skating since I was about maybe 12. I was consistent until I became a DJ at about 15, but I still got it.
What is your opinion about the JB style in terms of different genres that have been created over the years? Because now there seems to be somewhat of a divide between authentic JB and then the new school versions of
Right.
JB, and now we see that the new schoolers have their own session and things like that.
Right.
I know when I was, when I was here
Mhm.
living in Chicago, and I started to see that transition. We had a little bit of friction there.
Right.
So what is your
Here's my opinion on it. How can I put this? It doesn't matter to me. Music is music. Old school, new school. It's just simply with age comes, it's different. The new school now, they skate fast and they do awesome moves, things that we would never accomplish at our age. And it's just a difference. We more smoother and it's not a problem. It just don't click because the things they do and the things we do, it don't click together. But I don't have none. I love my new school skaters. I love it. I think they do wonderful things. I think they do stuff that we never had the guts to even try back in the day. But with the new school and old school, here's the thing. I just simply, and this coming straight from me, it cannot be as one, but it can be respect because the styles are so different. The kids, the younger generation, like they jump and split and flip and everything, and we more mellowed out, and so my opinion is it's respect. I don't care how you skate, especially being management, as long as you pay your money and get in. I don't care how you skate. I'm not a new school. When I was coming up and the remixes came out. One second. When I was in the remixes, I didn't accept it because I was used to old school, and a lot of people knocked me for it. But I always admitted, as a DJ, you gotta understand your music, and I couldn't understand it. So that means I couldn't feel it. So I thought I wasn't doing a good job as a DJ. And it just wasn't me. Right, middle school. It just wasn't me. I don't have no problem with it. It's just, like you got your stepping DJs, house DJs, skating DJs. It just didn't work out for me. But the love for the new school and the middle school and the old school, at the end of the day, I love it all. They all create. Yeah, they all create money, and everybody deserves to be respected, whether you new, middle, or old school. And that's just bottom line. Just because I don't skate the way you skate doesn't mean I'm less than the person that you are. So, you know, if we can start just, we understand we can't skate with each other. We passed that. It's just it never worked. It's not a big deal. And plus, the older, you know, skaters don't want to skate with their kids. Their kids coming. You know, back in the day, I was taught I don't hang out with my kids. And a lot of people get that confused. I have a lot of older skaters, their kids come on the nights. My kid be here. My kid be here. They don't want to, I don't want to party with my kids. You go on your night, and I'm going to go on my night. But as far as that genre of miscommunication with music, like I told you, it's all about respect for me. You don't have to like what I like. I don't have to like what you like. But I was taught respect goes a long way. And that's what we need to start doing as skaters. I respect your style, respect my style. I respect your set, respect my set. And if we could do that, we could keep this going, you know, for a couple more years. So that's it. Right. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I thought about that a lot. And see, it's what we did that they doing now. Eventually, because, I mean, I'm not that old, but I'm old enough. I'm getting up there. Eventually, that's our new crowd. That's going to keep these buildings open. And they're going to slow down eventually as they're going to slow down. As they get older, you slow down. I watch some of the coolest skaters out right now slow down. Their speed ain't that great, so just as long as we giving them an opportunity, a building, you know, keeping these skate rinks open is so important. And a lot of people, the maintenance, I mean, the taxes, it's just, y'all seen all these skate rinks that been closing down. It's a lot. It's a lot. And people don't imagine how much it is. You know, our taxes alone is almost $100,000. That's before we pay a bill in the rink. Light bill, employee, gas seat. So, you know, I'm not, you know, violin story, but we making it. But you gotta continue to support it. And, you know, getting back to what we was talking about. The new school is our old school. That get there. We all have, me, you, that get there. All that flipping and jumping and stuff that they do is terrific. But eventually, they'll get there. They'll get there. And they'll be trying to figure out, they'll understand why we feel the way we feel. And some, let me get this straight, some old schoolers, and I'm just going to keep it 100, are disrespectful. Some new schoolers are disrespectful because the conversation go too far. It don't matter how you skate, long as you skate. Somebody made a t-shirt that said, "Shut up and skate." That's the best thing I ever seen. It don't matter. I don't discriminate. That's why I have sessions for my older crowd, a senior crowd, a family night, and a teen night. And a young adult night, which is Mondays from 8 to 12 and Wednesdays from 8 to 12. So everything works out. But we gotta support each other, you know, keep the bills up, you know, period. It's been a ball. It's been a ball. And I will catch you and you. Alana, what's up, baby? I'll be there soon. Thank y'all so much. I'll holler at y'all.
Jeremy Jones, president of IG-jeremyijb. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm in great spirit, man. I'm doing this interview with you, so I'm wonderful.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Definitely
happy
love
that
it.
you're doing this with us. Thank you very much. You know, you've been rolling with us for many years.
Definitely.
You know,
definitely,
you have a very interesting story actually that most people don't realize.
I do.
I remember, you know, back in the day when you first hit the skate scene up here on 87. You know, you came with a lot of energy, a lot of love, and a lot of aggression.
A whole lot of aggression.
Yeah, a whole lot of aggression. You love your skate fam, but you know, you're kind of rough around the edges.
But
over
y'all
the
got
years,
me right though. Y'all humbled me, you know, and put me in a good spot. And that's why it's always love. It's always love for Chicago.
Yeah.
Of course, Shy Force being the group y'all been, so definitely. Yeah, but I came in it was a little interesting.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges. So give us a little background, Jeremy. Tell us your story. What got you back into skating? First of all.
Honestly, I came into skating on an accident, right? A good friend of mine I work with, Joyce. I was a street guy, right? 110% street guy, and that's what I kind of brought into the skate world when I started. But I went to work, I had an altercation, and she like, you too smart, you know, you got a good personality, you got to get out the clubs and the street, come skating. And I'm like, I don't want to come skating, and what's skating? And she had me come skating, and I was like, oh wow, this a world within a world, right? I had no idea that it was what it was, and I was hooked ever since. And that was 05.
Yeah.
That was 2005. And I started in Lombard, and I came to the rink, and I saw y'all doing y'all thing, and I'm like, I got to get out these brownies. Give me a pair of skates.
The U-Hauls.
The U-Hauls. I went
butters.
and bought me 2 pair. And then I struggled for a couple years, teetering back and forth with the streets and skating and so forth. But you know, 15 years later, look where I'm at. So
right. You've done some wonderful things for the skate community. Okay, tell us some of those things. Tell us about that. You like straight up philanthropist these days, man. What's going on?
Man, all right, bro.
All right, man.
It's a, you know, I try to stay humble. Thank you for acknowledging that. Man, I do a lot of violence prevention with the youth and the skating. So a lot of issues that a lot of people that came into the skate world who lived the life that I lived, and they trying to transition, I kind of mentor them a lot. Every year we do a huge coat drive and toy drive. Actually we do the coat is to help somebody challenge, where we donate coat, hygiene products, interview clothes for your youth, and folders and whatever we can to help them get jobs. And then every Christmas we do a toy drive where we donate the toys to like women and children's battered shelters, group homes, underprivileged families. We do the, I don't want to go on and on, but we also do the free vendors event where we rent out the rink and we let all entrepreneurs come in, promote their business, vend their business absolutely free. We try to do that twice a year, but COVID only shut us down once last year. And we do the free skate party. We started a mentor program to teach the youth financial freedom up here and just give them an outlet. It's a lot. Like, we try to do a lot. So it ain't just me, it's we. I might be one of the people that lead it, but it's we as a skate community as a whole.
Right.
See you, bro. This is Niza, Mr. Give Flowers Friday, man, you know.
All right, Suicide King. What's up, man?
Oh, you gonna interview Big Jeremy, huh?
Yeah. Gonna interview the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Smile with your eyes. You better mention me. I better be in there.
I'm gonna mention Josh, Bad Smoke. Definitely an inspiration as well.
See how much love you got.
Y'all killing my street image right now, man.
Keep it going. That's organic. That's
y'all
love.
killing my street image right now. You see, I'm not usually Josh. See you later, love. Be blessed.
See y'all later.
Usually Josh, Breeze, different people, they more in a beautiful way. They more in the camera people. Me, well, Hold on. This is a hard interview to have.
I know, right? But that's love, man. That's organic. It is what it is.
Hey, man, Osiris Initiative, man.
See, that's how important you are to the skate community,
Hey,
Jeremy.
man.
You know, just embrace it, man. Embrace it.
Right here. This guy puts on for his city, not only his city-based community.
Right.
You can't really build a city without a community. He's one of the representations
Oh.
of this community in-house and out. And we
Oh,
respect him,
I know
appreciate
before
him.
you know.
You already know that.
I know before you know.
Man.
Yes.
Look,
Yes,
bro.
indeed.
That's
Yeah.
Nick. That guy. This is supposed to be my interview. Y'all all come on. This Nick. Come on, man. And this Nick, man, he came a long way.
Man,
And man, a good brother.
definitely in the community.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure, for
Hey,
sure.
man, I love this dude.
Hey, look
And
good,
this
bro.
dude here, don't go nowhere yet. This dude here, listen,
D-Lo.
D-Lo, JBS. Look,
Yes.
that street pass
JB
when I
experience.
was coming into the rink and I was over it, right? I couldn't skate, and I'm like, man, these dudes whack. They don't want to show nobody nothing. I was gonna go back to the streets. This man, and I say this proudly, and I've told him, I gave him his flowers several times over the years because he helped develop me and kept me in the skating. He said, if you serious about rolling, if you want to skate, and you meet me at these places and don't waste my time, I'll teach you something. And he didn't fold on none of that. And because he did, I continue to skate and a part of the person I am now. So
Yeah.
this dude get all the love.
Dwayne Goodlow, actually one of the first skate clubs of the middle school genre. Actually, he's a legend in himself. What's up, D-Lo? Dwayne Goodlow.
Nothing much. I am tired. These young boys tried to kill me in here. I'm almost 50 and I'm out here rolling with these young cats, but I don't even know what we're supposed to be talking about here.
They interviewing me.
No,
so-
just in general, man.
So-
Whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
thankful to be able to still come out here and skate and see so many new faces and so many old faces too, and just be able to sprinkle, pour into some of them, to give them something to take with them. I believe it's my responsibility as an older skater to give back to these young cats, to show them the way, to teach them what I learned from people that I admire. So
Right.
that's what I come up here to do. I do it every Tuesday.
Right. That's what's up, man. We've been knowing each other for a long time.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all be good.
All right, you
So
too,
y'all
D-Lo.
look at-
Always good to see you, man.
Y'all look
Be
at some
safe.
of the inspiration that I have and why I'm the person that I am. It comes from a lot of the people who showed me love when I needed guidance. So I try to lead with that example of the love that people show me. I try to amplify that times 10. So the respect, I'm flattered because the support and respect that I get when I'm trying to do these programs and parties and events, they show me so much love here at home in the city, man. From the DJs to the rinks to the coordinators to the skaters, young, old, middle school, man. I get love from all of them. I give love to all of them, man. And I love the vibe that I give, and get back. So
Right.
I'm so camera shy that this is so obvious.
No, that's all good, man. And that's one of the reasons why I felt it was important, for us to reach out to you. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to, ask you a few questions and let you share your story, let you share your experience coming up, in the skate community. So because it's impactful. You're part of that culture. I mean, you're an integral part of that culture. Because I remember when you first started skating, and I remember that transitional period, and I saw it when it first started happening. One thing that stands out in my brain, I remember you went to the Columbus Skate Jam because we were there. Shot Force was the first. That was our first skate jam. That was your first skate jam.
Right.
Columbus, Ohio.
Definitely.
And I remember you were very protective of your skate fam. The folks from
Still am.
Chicago. You almost got into fisticuffs with some folks.
I actually did
over
get
us.
Yes.
Over
yes.
us.
I still am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, man. This place, and I don't know. People say skating saved my life, or people. I don't understand skate beef. I got a skate shirt that says F the BS, just skate, and I'm not gonna use profanity on camera, but I mean that because this lifestyle saved my life. I was really 10 toes down out there, and people from Chicago know that reputation, and they respect me for who I'm becoming. But the skate community had became my family, so that protection was like, I'm riding with, they showed me that they was riding with me 100%, supporting my transition, and I supported them 300%. So that big
Right.
brother protective role is still kick in from time to time, but learning from people like Phyllis and other people that have taught me how to humble myself and redirect my energy, now I got a lot of people that look up to me to stop them from making mistakes or being overly aggressive or taking different routes and being more invested into the skate community. So I need to thank y'all because y'all stuck with me when I was a live wire and a little reckless and doing my thing, and y'all kind of humbled me and to put me in the position that I am today to be able to have this interview. So
yeah, well, I want to thank you in return, you know, for actually being a unifying force in the JB skate community. You were actually the first to start making t-shirts and have all of us wear t-shirts when we went out of town.
And we still doing it.
And we still doing it. I don't have it on now, but I got about 5 of them.
I remember sitting over at Q House, Lady Q House. Remember we was having a little meeting about the names that need to go on the back and the extra. So
yeah, that was you, that man. You started that, and it's continued all these years. You know, we go out town, we represent as a city.
Tri-City the movement all day, and that's for the whole. That's no big eyes, little you.
Yeah.
What you doing? Look at you. You want to say something, don't you? come get in the camera. Come on, get it. Come on. Don't tell me what you should do. Come on. Don't photo bomb me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So Tri-City the movement. That's a movement for all of us, young, middle, old school. We a city. We one movement. We support all the parties from Halloween to IR to when Shy Force had theirs to Pajama to whether it's the DJs, whether it's Ivan Duncan doing the graphic design, whether it's Malik, man, it's DMC, Mikey, Spank, Charles, Suave. Man, there's so many people. T-Rail, Blaze. There's so many people, man, and I hate to drop names because I feel like I forget people, but no, everybody knows, and anybody I named and didn't name, no, they can count on me for anything, whether it's Reggie, me and Reggie have long conversations. I mean, everybody, man, Josh, there's just so many people. G-Money, everybody. So I don't get caught up in the politics. I love everybody. I'm real passionate about what I stand for. I stand by what I stand for. And that's just me. That's just who I am. I'm not gonna change. I'm with the unity. I'm with building, and we're gonna continue to push Tri-City the movement. I'm really tapped into the younger generation and new generation of skating here in Chicago because I believe that being a person and know where I came from, I gotta recognize where I'm going. So just like the old school was young one time, the new school gonna be old at some point, God willing. So everybody has a time, and it's their time. It's their time to shine, and I think they don't get the credit they deserve. They are bringing a new light and energy to Chicago, and not to take away from nothing anybody has done on any level. It's just saying like the old school set the tone, the middle school pass the torch, and now the new school is holding the torch with their entrepreneurship, they DJing, they new style of skating. I respect it all. I'm really tapped into all of them, and I'm gonna continue to support them on everything that they do and I do. So.
Well, that's pretty much it, man. I mean, you wrapped up this whole documentary and everything. Shout out your social media if you're on Instagram or Facebook.
Hey, listen, Jeremy Jones on Facebook, JeremyIJB on Instagram, and JeremyIJB on Snapchat. I got the Halloween party, definitely. I got the 80s, 90s, and the pajama party. I'm definitely a huge supporter of IR with D-Breeze. That's be coming up July 4th weekend. And anybody from all our producers from DJ Tone, our DJs from DJ Tone, DMC, CJ, Mikey, Suave, Charles, even the younger ones like Eli, I support all them. Our producers from Dash to T-Rail to Shy Pro to Kizo Kane to who am I missing? I feel like I don't want to miss anybody. Rest in peace, D Mills. To all the rinks, to Spank, DMC, all of them, and every skate group. I'm here for y'all. I'm gonna continue to be here for y'all, and I'm repping how we come.
All right, appreciate you, man. Much love. Give me my love. I gotta get my love from my peeps.
Definitely.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Anytime.
All right, Jeremy. Peace. See you on the wood.
See you on the wood.
You. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
This
You.
message is for you.
We're talking to you.
Yes.
Pay attention to this next segment, all right?
You.
You.
Just letting you understand, we're talking to you
Right.
as a skater.
As a skater.
Okay. Don't take none of this stuff personal, but I want you to soak it in, because this here is going to make you a better person, as well as a better skater. So we want you to get an overall view of how us JB Scout skaters, old school, middle school, new school, how it all comes together as a whole. And we just want y'all to understand that we don't just get out here and roller skate and just get out here and try to showcase our talent. It's all about the love. It all comes from here. It all comes from them wheels and that music, that sound and what it brings to your body. And when we get out there and roll. So you have to understand that we're not out here looking for clout. We're not out here rolling for that. We roll for love. We get out here and we do exactly what that music do. Whatever it puts inside our body, whatever it brings up out our souls. So we just want y'all to understand that how we roll is none of that you see. We roll for a real purpose. How you feel?
Right. Well, I have to echo what G Money just said. One of the things that I would like for the JB community to kind of maintain is the family atmosphere. You know, what I'm seeing a trend amongst the newer school skaters where they're skating for themselves. You know, they get to a certain level and they're like, okay, mine, you know, this is what I can do. Let me show you what I can do. Whereas what am I trying to say? The culture of the JB community, the JB skate community is more about sharing. You know, we collaborate, we do collabos. You know, that's how our skate teams are formed. You know, we get together as a skate club, you know, because we want to share it, and we want to create, and we want to share and create together, you know. So I would love to see, you know, as people learn how to JB skate, I don't care where you're from. I don't care whether you're from Chicago, you know, Miami, Atlanta, wherever you're from, and you're, you know, adopting the JB form of skating. You know, first of all, let me say this. Thank you. You know, it feels really good to be acknowledged, you know, as having a special skate style that attracts people. You know, we're starting to get recognition. People are starting to understand now, you know, how attractive the JB form of skating can be, you know, and also how intricate it can be. It looks easy, but it's not.
Definitely not.
You know, so we appreciate the fact that you guys have embraced that and have embraced us. My message to you, stay committed to it, because it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a while to really get to that point where you feel, okay, I'm comfortable with this now, you know, but stick with it and it will come to you. But one of the key elements of that happening, as G Money mentioned before, is that you got to get with the music. You can't leave the song. You know, the skating and the footwork is about the music. It ain't about what you're doing with your feet. You know, if you start out with the music, stay with the music. Don't start out with the music and then leave the music because you're all hyped and excited and woo, you know. Stay with the music, because that is what really accentuates what you're doing. That's
Absolutely.
what makes you look good. That's what compliments you, because you're complimenting the song. So your skates, consider your skates as an extension of the song. You know, your skates now become an instrument, an extra instrument to that song. So you can manipulate and work through that song by means of your footwork. Look at it that way, you know, and that way it'll be a mental reminder to you, don't leave the song. Skate with the song, become an extension of the song, and you'll see people kind of get an opportunity to kind of relate to you. You know, they can kind of bond with you. They can feel what you're feeling. You
Absolutely.
have to feel what you're doing on the skates. Don't just think about it as fancy footwork to wow the crowd. You know, you want people to be able to connect with you. And you can do that by means of how you skate. And you have to have the music to go along with that. So that would be my message to you. Also, develop memories. We got a lot of them, you know.
Yes.
Don't forget to have fun. You know, we had a ball. Shy Force has been skating together as a family for over 16 years. My bad. 16 years, you know, and yeah, we've had our differences, of course. We all have different personalities.
Absolutely.
But just like someone in a family circle, that's going to happen, but that doesn't diminish the love. You know, we can call one another. I would say, Shot Force, of the 7 members that we have now, with the exception of 2, everybody is in a different city now. You know, but we're still just a phone call away. You know, especially when it comes to skating. I can call up any skate member, and if they're free and they can come, they come. You know, I want that for the next generation. I want the next generation of JB skaters to adopt that family orientation, you know, where you guys can count on one another, depend on one another, embrace one another, be there for one another, invite each other, you know, to the homes, you know, develop relationships, you know, because the JB skate community from the middle school down, we have that. I can't speak for the new school yet, you know, but for the middle school, from middle school on back, you know, to the old school, we have that camaraderie, you know, and I would like to see that to continue further from the next generation to the next to the next. What do you have to say about that?
You pretty much hit it all on the head, because it's all about the love. And like I said before, like, if you're not skating from your soul, then your whole purpose of skating it doesn't really matter, because the music is going to bring it out of you. And if you're a real skater that loves to skate, that's self-explanatory. You're going to feel the music, you're going to get out there and you're going to skate to the music. Like she said, don't leave the music. The music is going to be your instrument. You're going to hear the snares, you're going to hear the bass drum, your feet is going to hit each and every one of those sounds.
And sometimes the lyrics.
So absolutely.
Sometimes you'll catch a lyric and your foot will just,
If you're skating JB style skating, trust me, you have no choice but to fall in line, because the music in itself is going to bring that out of you. For all the beginning skaters that are willing to learn the moves first, and then add your own twist and your own swag to it. That's what's going to make you stand separate from just doing the moves themselves. If you want to be a JB skater, I would suggest that you at least take you a trip or 2 to Chicago to get in tune with the culture itself. You don't, because everybody that comes from Chicago that go to other cities and move there and skate doesn't necessarily, I can't say that they all skate JB style skating. Maybe in their eyes, they might have said because they're from there and they've been skating for so long, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they have the actual JB style of skating. So if you want to see for yourself firsthand, I say come visit Chicago. Come on in, you're more than welcome with open arms. We will come and show you whatever it is you need to know. We'll answer whatever questions you need to know, whatever we can do to help you better your JB style of skating. Come here and learn it here. They have classes. We have many of JB style skate members here that has classes on certain days at certain rinks. You can get lessons at the rink on 87. You can get lessons at Glenwood, roller skating rink in Glenwood. There are plenty of teachers out there that teaches these classes that are actually doing a very good job with the new beginning skaters.
And also, in answer to your question, from my perspective, when it comes to coming to Chicago to learn how to JB skate, if nothing else, what you will learn, even if you can't find an instructor, you will learn all about the flow. And that's what's lacking sometimes when you're learning in a different city. You know, you're learning the moves, you're learning the steps. You may even have the foundational movements of JB skating, but until you come to Chicago, you will not understand the flow.
Absolutely.
You know, I have had, and I'm speaking actually from 2 perspectives. I'm speaking from a perspective of people that I know that learned how to skate JB in Atlanta. They learned it, they looked phenomenal in Atlanta. But it wasn't until they came to Chicago, after they learned it, that it clicked. All of a sudden, they're like, oh my God, I don't even want to go back to Atlanta right now. You know, because it's such a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? And from my personal perspective, as someone who has moved to Atlanta from Chicago, who's originally a JB skater, just by culture, you know, trying to fit in where I can fit in Atlanta, and I'm watching these newer skaters who have bonded with JB style try to learn it, you know, and they're struggling. I mean, even the ones that look like they skate phenomenal, I'm not going to mention any names, you know, but they have gained notoriety as being phenomenal JB skaters, you know, from Atlanta. They live in Atlanta. They never lived in Chicago, you know, and they may have only been to Chicago once. but you watch them skate as an authentic JB skater. You watch them and you can tell whether or not they're from Chicago, you know, because they're missing. It's an element that's missing.
You just know.
Yeah, you just know. It's an element, there's something missing, you know what I'm saying? It's that flow, you know, that they have to see it up close and personal to really understand it. And then when they come to Chicago, they get an aha moment. It's like, oh, that's what it just did not click until I saw it. Now I see it, you know, but that's what you need. That's what Chicago gives you, and you can only get that in Chicago. So come on to Chicago.
You're more than welcome.
You're more than welcome. We'll show you how it's done.